Greetings, peoples, and welcome back to Spyro the Reignited Trilogy. And we're going into Breeze Harbor right here. It's Spyro 2, and I love this game, and it's nostalgic, and it's pretty, guys. It's so pretty. It's so pretty. I can't stop talking about how good this game looks. It seriously looks really good, though. Like, honestly, one of the best looking games I've ever seen in my life, even though I'm clearly biased because this is the first game I ever played, and I'm so happy to be playing it again. And I love these cutscenes. I love that they've all been remastered. They all look beautiful. Ah, it's so beautiful. Yeah, seeing Spyro 2 again in HD with all this pretty unreal, literally unreal. I apologize for that, unintended pun, but yeah, it looks very nice. Yeah, right here, if you hadn't checked out the stream before, there'll be a link to it at the end of the video. Shameless plug, but if you haven't seen the stream, I think the last level I played in that stream was Zephyr, which was a level where you were trying to help out these worm blob creatures in a war against these birds. Now, in this level, we're helping the birds defeat the worms. Again, Spyro's not reliable in any sort of, conflict. Spyro's the ultimate fence sitter. That's what he is, ultimate fence sitter. Nobody likes a fence sitter. Spyro is that. Teetering is like, I agree with it. No, both sides have their pros and cons. That's Spyro. Spyro, not picking a side, not going like with everyone else. You gotta pick a side, Spyro. You gotta be like everyone else and join your factions. You can't think for yourself, Spyro. I mean, obviously, I'm all for thinking for yourself, but this is ridiculous. You're helping out both sides. This is horrible. This is horrible for war. Anyways, I spent a while looking for the next area, so...
A few minutes later...
Yeah, I forgot I could swim. I forgot I could swim. In Spyro 2. One of my favorite games of all time. And, I forgot I could swim. That's nice. I'm very smart. Playing a game that I played like 1,000 times. Literally the first game I've ever played in my life. And I forgot I could swim. I forgot I could swim. In one of my favorite games of all time, I forgot about one of the main gameplay mechanics.
Those land blubbers have littered these
I'm a smart person, but I don't seem like one sometimes. Right here, this is an orb challenge. We have to take down all these spiked metal ball enemy things. See, I'm doing that. It's fun, firing cannons, and it's hard to aim, so I just pretty much, after a short amount of time, I just start to, fire haphazardly because, trying is hard. I prefer not to try, and to just randomly spam cannonballs until one of them hits, because unlimited ammo, I can do that sort of thing. I don't have to try. I don't have to think. You think I'm here to think? No. I'm here to spam everything, make everything blow up. That's the point. It's the point of Spyro, to blow things up, to murder. It doesn't matter if it's an enemy or an innocent creature. You murder it. You blow things up randomly. You burn yourself alive because you didn't see that there was a pit there, even though you should have known that there was a pit there for you to avoid since you were just there a second ago. That is what you do in Spyro. That's what the game's all about. But yeah, I don't know if this orb challenge reset or something, since I saw that iron spike ball enemy there. I don't know if it resets. It might. Hey, I remembered I could swim. Surprised I remembered that. But yeah, this is Breeze Harbor. So like, when it comes to Spyro, obviously, as I said before in the stream, an obnoxious amount of times, and already a bunch of times in this episode, in this part, I have a lot of nostalgia for this game. Again, first game I ever played, and yeah, that pretty much sums everything up. I've only 100%ed Spyro 2 around 3 times, I think. So this is like my 4th 100% playthrough of Spyro 2. So, yeah, obviously I'm familiar with the game and everything. Just seeing, like, you know, Spyro 2 given the Reignited Trilogy treatment of, like, graphics and sound and voice acting, just amazing. If there's one thing I'd have to criticize, probably be the voices. Like, the voices of the different characters. You know, as a totally not professional voice actor myself, I can say I think the old voice actors were more memorable, the old voices for the NPCs and stuff like that. Like, in the original, saw this in the live stream, there was a bird you had to help named Juliet, and you had to help her find Romeo by going through a little, like, platforming obstacle thing. But, like, her voice, when you saved her, was a guy going into a microphone essentially being like, "Oh, Romeo, where art thou, Romeo? Oh, there's Romeo!" You know, something like that. In the remake, it's really just, well, a normal woman voice. It's not really, you know, cartoony or memorable, you know. I think the original definitely has the Reignited Trilogy, you know, that. The voices are a lot more kooky and crazy, but I think they're better, you know. It gives the game, like, the animation and stuff like that in this game is gorgeous, and as I said before, it does add a lot more personality to the game. But the voices in Spyro 2 are a lot more prevalent since there are, like, so many NPCs. So, like, I feel like the voice acting overall, from what I've heard so far, took a bit of a hit with the remake. So, that's just my opinion, though. But that's how I feel. I like the voice acting more in the original. So, yeah. That's my opinion of the day, I guess. When it comes to what I think the gameplay overall, I feel like it hasn't really suffered that much, except for one aspect, which again I mentioned in the stream, but I'm mentioning it here again now. The ice skating physics in levels like Colossus. Yeah, not that good. I definitely noticed a difference between the original and Reignited's ice physics, their control. Spyro does not control as smoothly on the ice as he did in the original. They tried to make it more realistic, I guess, but I don't think it's as fun. Like, Spyro feels sluggish, and he's just not fun to control on the ice. He feels, like, super stiff. I feel like I have to, like, jerk the analog stick to make him move faster. I'm like, you know, come on, Spyro, move faster. You're faster than this. Move faster, Spyro. You're playing hockey. This is important. You know, and I can't move faster. I just can't move faster. Because I'm not playing the original. I'm not trying to say that the Reignited Trilogy is bad or anything. It's just like, overall, with my experience, just with those, like, slight nitpicks, since I'm not really noticing anything so far that's, like, wowing me, you know, away with Spyro 2, I'd say that, like, overall, from my experience so far, I still haven't played the rest of this game at the time of this video's recording. So, for all I know, this could change by the last episode. But from what I have played so far, I can definitely say that I'd honestly rather play the original overall. But again, that's subject to change. So, just for now, I'd say the original is just more, I guess, memorable. You know, better to me, you know. Then again, I am nostalgia blind. I am incredibly biased when it comes to that game. So, I guess don't believe a single thing I say. when it comes to this game's quality when compared to the original. But you know, do anyway. Just do it anyway. Doesn't matter. Believe what I say. I know I said it's an opinion, but it's totally fact because I said it, and I'm important because I said words from my mouth, and because my opinion is kind of, sort of, not really negative, that means it'll get people upset, and then they'll start arguing over which is better, the Reignited or the sequel, and then people will flock to me saying that I was the first to speak up and say that the original was better than the remake, and then everyone will, like, you know, band together and form an alliance, you know, about me and how great my opinions are and how great I am, and then I'll be the most famous YouTuber in the world. Yeah. Surefire plan. It can't possibly fail. Can't possibly fail.
Can you hop on that trolley up there and collect them for me?
Oh yeah, this infamous mission. Trouble with the trolley. But, you know, obviously, a proclaimed Spyro master like myself couldn't possibly have any trouble with this frivolous minigame. I mean, it is so simple. You know, you just collect gears, and obviously I would remember everything about this game and know every single pathway. Nothing could possibly...
With the trolley, eh?
Much, much, much later.
God!
Much, much later.
I did it! I did it!
That was great work.
Yeah, that's totally done on first try. Totally done. Second try. Never mind, you saw me fail.
Toolbox for this thing.
Second try. Second try. Totally didn't take me around 15 attempts over the course of 20 minutes. Did it on the second try. Nothing went wrong. Yeah, we just gotta collect the last few gems in this level. You know, like every other level. So yeah, this is that was a fun level. Has one of the most infamous mini games in the entire series. That I totally did on the second try. So don't worry about it. You didn't have to see that much failure.
Please take this talisman as a token of our
You didn't have to see that much failure that I recorded, that I totally didn't delete for the sake of convenience. Totally not. Totally not. Yeah, that's, we just reached the end of the level now. Again, just trying to find some gems, as Sparks is my guide. He helps me in situations like these where I have to find gems. Because, yeah, that's all Sparks is good for. Here's a health meter, but, you know, mainly useful for gems. I don't know how I didn't notice that, but apparently I didn't the first time around. So yeah, when it comes to Spyro overall, my experience with, like, you know, the franchise outside of the original trilogy, Spyro 1, 2, and 3, I don't even know about Enter the Dragonfly or A Hero's Tale or, you know, the Legend of Spyro series or Skylanders. Yeah, like, Spyro Enter the Dragonfly. I haven't played that myself. I haven't really played any game outside of that toy collecting thing. Turn Spyro into a damn gremlin. Ugh. But I haven't played Enter the Dragonfly or A Hero's Tale or anything like that. I haven't, you know, touched, like, the Legend of Spyro games. They're just, like, I would play them, but I'm not interested to. Like, I have no interest in playing them. Like, you'd think I would, because, you know, one of my childhood franchises, first game I ever played. You know, but like, A Hero's Tale, Enter the Dragonfly, no, I'm not playing that. If a game looks that bad, the only way I'm gonna play that is if, like, I just randomly get the opportunity, like, I guess I'll buy it. It's like $2 somewhere, which it probably is, to be honest. I just never bothered looking for it. Then when it comes to A Hero's Tale, I mean, it looks incredibly average. I'll say that, it looks incredibly average. But still not enough to really interest me, you know? And then the Legend of Spyro series is just like, I don't need Elijah Wood, I don't need David Spann, and I don't need Billy West. Plus the game looks incredibly monotonous and very, very boring. And I don't want to waste my time with a crappy beat-em-up God of War clone of any kind. It sounds very, very dull. And then when it comes to the other series that came out after The Legend of Spyro, I don't like to talk about that. I don't like to talk about that series. To me, that series never happened. I don't have to think about that because I like to imagine it's been erased from my mind, so I don't have to think about it. That makes sense to me. So, don't question my logic. So I never have to think about that game ever again. Seriously, what did they do to you? What did they do to you, Spyro? They turned you into the demonic offspring of a goat and a deformed pug. Why? But yeah, we're going back into Autumn Plains. And now, we're going to be going on to a pretty good looking ice level, honestly. Crystal Glacier. It looks pretty... I was about to say it looks pretty. That'd be redundant, but yeah, it looks pretty. As we sit through this loading screen, you know, past me could have moved the analog stick around or pressed the flame button to make this look a little bit interesting, but no. No, I didn't bother to control Spyro on the loading screen because I don't even know why. I just didn't. That was not even really a smart or dumb move on my part. It was just a thing that I did. Seeing these NPCs here with eyes wrong to me. I don't like seeing them with eyes. It doesn't seem right to me. It's not cool. I don't like it. It looks ugly. But yeah, it's not that big of a deal. It just looks weird. I'm so used to them just having, like, comically large eyebrows that cover their eyes to the point where, like, the eyes don't even show up in the original as far as I remember. So seeing them with eyes, it's weird, man. It creeps me out.
If you get on the catapult, we'll help you across the chasm.
Ah, yes, a catapult. I'm going to get fired like a cannonball. Wee splash. Yeah, it's pretty much Skelos Badlands, but covered with ice. Ice and snow, which is fitting for the time of this video's upload because it's Christmas time. It's holiday season, you know, all that fun stuff. That me missing those 3 gems is really gonna come back to bite me a little bit later on when I go to backtrack because I skipped those. I forgot those gems existed, so I'm gonna come back here later. But yeah, it's the Christmas season, holiday season, you know, whatever. You know, you got your Kwanzaa and whatever Hanukkah is. I'm not even gonna pretend that I know what that is, but it's the holiday season. Enjoy your holidays, you know, fun stuff like that. It's only early December, but That's Christmas enough for me because I love Christmas. Yeah. For those of you who don't know, I'm going to be having a Q&A, for, you know, the Christmas season. I didn't plan on it being for Christmas, but it's like, you know, I planned on it being for the year-long anniversary of everything. Like, this channel, since I've been around for nearly a year, guys. How about that? I'm special now, I guess. I hope I'm special. I hope you guys like me. But, you know, I'm thinking about having the Q&A for either Christmas, if I can get the amount of questions I need for a Q&A in that time, or if I'm just gonna have to wait for the year anniversary of the channel. What is it, like the year-long anniversary? It wouldn't be year-long, whatever. The anniversary of the channel. So, yeah, either way, that Q&A video is gonna be coming out at some point. If I get enough questions, I need more questions for that Q&A to work. I would love to do something like this yearly, where every single year, either Christmas or, you know, the anniversary of the channel, you know, I would just, you know, have a Q&A. But for this first Q&A to even really become a thing, I need more questions. I so far have around 5, I believe, questions, but that's not enough for a Q&A. Like, for a Q&A video, I'm gonna need at least around, like, at the very, very, very least, which just may somehow be able to be manageable, like, to make a video like that, would be 15 questions. But I need, like, I'm hoping for somewhere around 20. But so far, I only really have, like, 4 or 5, something like that. So if anyone would love to, you know, ask me any questions about really anything, you know, be my guest. You can ask me questions, you know, about, again, literally anything. You could ask me, like, hey, what's your favorite color? Do I like long romantic walks on the beach? What's the source of my power? I will skip those first 2 questions if you so please. But, you know, you could, again, pretty much anything. You can ask me even about, like, you know, what is it? The fan game that I'm involved with, you know, Meals Prue. That's the name of it, right? Miles per hour? No, it's Meals Prue now. But yeah, the Miles per hour Sonic fan game, trademark, copyright 2018, plug. You know, you can ask me questions about that. I'll answer. If anyone out there who isn't a part of this fan game, you know, it wants to ask me a question about the fan game for the Q&A, I'd be glad to answer it, as long as it's not obviously, you know, spoilery and anything like that. If I can answer said question about that fan game or something like that, I'd be glad to, you know, answer it. There are some other things going on. I guess the video has basically just become like Spyro 2, the update video. Like, this is just gonna be the update video, I guess. There's the title of the video. Spyro Reignited Trilogy Part 6, the update video, I guess. Perfect title! But yeah, I also have some other stuff going on, like Sonic X Bridge. If you saw my random test footage for that, that's me along with some friends, mainly a guy named The Guy Silver, plug. You know, we're working on a bridge series of Sonic X. I can't say much about it, obviously, other than that we're really working on it. But if you want to ask questions about it in regards to, like, oh, like, what inspired you or anything random like that, I'd be glad to answer that. You know, you can ask me anything. You can even ask me, again, what's my favorite color? What's my favorite food? What color do I think this black and blue dress is? But, yeah, literally anything. You know? I accept requests through either my most recent update video, which is, by the time this video is uploaded, which probably be this video, honestly. This has become an update video. But, you know, you can ask me a question as either a comment on my most recent update video. I'll put a link to that at the end of this video as well. a link to the update video where you can ask me your questions, or on my Twitter, you can, I have a pinned comment about this Q&A that I'm working on, you know, saying that, you know, ask me questions, stuff like that, basically what I'm saying here. And if you want to ask me questions, you could either, again, leave a comment in that update video, or leave your question as a reply to that pinned tweet on my Twitter. So, yeah, you could do either. It's all up to you. The choices are yours, and yours alone, said Sonic. That's an Olmec Sonic fusion, I guess. Funny enough, more Nickelodeon references. There's gonna be SpongeBob references in the edits I make to this video, and, you know, we made references to SpongeBob and Spyro being tied, and now Legend of the Hidden Temple. Just more Nickelodeon references. But yeah, I do really hope to make that Q&A video, so if anyone's looking after that, ask me your questions, it'll be fun. And again, I really do hope to do this thing yearly. So, you know, yearly Q&As. I thought it'd be fun. So, yeah, that's about that for my little spiel about what I do outside of this channel, what I want to do for the channel, and other stuff. We're playing Spyro, right? Yeah, we're playing Spyro. I forgot about that. I don't know how. I could have forgot that we were playing Spyro. But yeah, this is an orb challenge where we're helping this little leopard creature catch fish. And yeah, that's a really easy mission. Just flame the fish when they jump out of the water. It's that simple. Man, that was the smoothest transition I ever done, going from update video to Spyro. I'm so good at this. I'm improving. This is how you know my videos are getting better, because I'm making transitions as opposed to not. You know, it's a pretty simple mission here. In the original here, this is one thing I don't like, when this little leopard kitten thing, when he like sits down behind you, he sort of just snaps here, like he snaps into a sitting position. But in the original, he sort of like he like sat there for a second, and then just like plopped down on the floor. He didn't like snap, he like plopped down on the floor into a sitting position. I thought that was more charming. Again, just like the slightest little nitpicks, like, again, I'm incredibly biased towards the original, but like the tiniest things bother me with Spyro 2 specifically, for obvious reasons. But it just does. It doesn't make the game bad again, but it's the little things I notice. It's the little things. They add up. Yeah, this is the end of the level right here. Not done with the level, obviously. Pretty much every level I play in this game, I finish before actually completing, you know. Getting all the gems, getting all the orbs, getting all the everything, getting all the knickknacks. Helping these guys, unfreezing them. Fun fact, in the original release of Spyro 2, those little, like, rat enemies with those little blue horn drill things on the front of their face, in the original, whenever you killed one of them, they let out, like, this squeal sound. And in another game, some people might know it, it's called Sonic the Hedgehog for Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3, otherwise known as Sonic Next Gen, Sonic the Hedgehog, or Sonic the Hedgehog 2006, or Sonic 06. God! So many titles! But, yeah, a creature in the game called the Iblis Flyer, unless it's like all the Iblis creatures in the game, but they're enemies of the Iblis variety, and I know the Iblis, like, bat creatures, flyers, whatever they're called, definitely do this. When you kill them in the game, or when they fire their projectile, not really sure, but a sound they do make is ripped straight from Spyro 2. I don't know if it's some sort of stock sound effect, that, like, you know, multiple other games have used. But all I know, I don't know if somebody can correct me on this, but all I know is that in Spyro 2, these horned bat or horned like mouse enemies, when you kill them, make the exact same noise. It's not even like similar or anything. It is the exact same sound clip that would later be used by Sega in Sonic 06 for the Iblis bat creatures. Their little squeal sound. But yeah, that shows how lazy Sega was. They just literally ripped a sound file straight from Spyro 2. So there's a little fun fact for you. There's your little fun fact for the day. I teach so many of you people new things that you probably didn't want to know, but you know now. So, yay! You're learning today. You're learning new things. Right here is a new challenge where you just, you're supposed to flame all of these spider enemies here. I swear they're faster than in Spyro 2. Again, slight change. But, like, this definitely feels more difficult than it was in the original. Spyro overall, like I've said before, does seem to control more stiffly in the air in the Reignited Trilogy, which does bother me a little bit. I do wish his flying controls were more smooth and less, if they didn't go for the, you know, realistic route. But, yeah. It's not awful. I can still do the challenge, obviously, but, like, you know, it's just, it's a change that I didn't really appreciate. Yeah. The little things again, it's the little things. Gotta try this again. Second time is the charm. Maybe it's probably gonna be third time. Although knowing me when it comes to the flight controls, it's going to be like the 20th time. So yeah, this is pretty much it for the level. I do like this little side quest though. This little thing with you destroying these spider creatures. I don't know what these are called. I know they're given like an actual name in the game. I forget what they're called. Like groglets or something like that. I don't know. They're called something. I forget. This is me just looking for health, I think. I don't remember what I was doing. Why did I do this? Why did I go back up here? Why do I do the things I do? Oh, right, I was looking for gems. Oh, right. I put it to that myself, and I already forgot that I did it. Yeah, those were the last few gems. I left right at the start. Left them right at the start. I do like the super fly power. I like the whole power-up system in this game where you kill enemies and get power-ups out of it. Feels slightly more rewarding than just getting more gems, you know. It's fun. It's fun! It's a good thing in a good game. Yeah. Good. Real good. Right here, I swear those guys move way too fast. Right here, I just decided to kill myself because I don't want to go back and wait for them to respawn. That takes too long. I want everything to be instant. Instant gratification. That's what I need in my video game. So yeah, what is this, fifth time? Fifth time's the charm. Sure, yeah, we'll go with that. We'll go with that, make myself look better. Even the fifth time isn't really good, but it will make me look better, I guess. Yeah, this is pretty simple. I was assuming that I was just taking the wrong route, but I'm taking the same route I did before, I believe. Anyway, I do complete this. Again, the flying controls are stiffer in the remake. I swear they are. As you can see there, these little spider creatures do respawn after a certain amount of time if you don't kill them all, but it's nothing major. Oh, a small token of your... I'm surprised you didn't say gratitude. I'm not used to that. That is strange. All orbs collected. Yay me. 100% complete. Wonderful. I like that. Oh, take the whirlwind. I don't want to go through all that again and, you know, fly up again because I barely made it the first time. This is how most levels end up for me. I complete everything and then somehow end up back in the beginning of the stage where I'm just like, you know, charging my way through all the stages. It's when I realize how small these stages actually are. Like, these stages can be over in like a minute, maybe like 3 tops. But like, there's so much to do in them. There's so much to do in such a small space. It's bigger on the outside than it is on the inside. I don't know what I'm saying with that. Like, it's bigger on the inside than it looks on the what? What am I saying? I don't understand what I am saying. I still love these intro and outro cutscenes for levels. I like them a lot. I really like them. Oh, gotta collect all my gems, and of course I didn't press the jump button or flame or fly anything. You know, make these loading screens interesting. Because of course I didn't. Returning to Autumn Plains. Great. Marvelous. Wonderful. Okay. Well, everybody, that was the part. It was fun. It was lovely. It went very well. Anyways, guys, I have been the Cryogenic Gamer. And good night, everybody.